Da 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 da. It's not a duet.
Oh,
Welcome.
that was beautiful.
Thank you. And then I boom, and then I go, and then we start the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I make a little remix every time we do it now.
I love that one. That was my favorite one, yeah.
I remixed my own voice. Beautiful intro by Slow Smog. That's slowsmog.com, slowsmog.org, slowsmog.bandcamp.com, or anywhere where intro songs are found. Welcome to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Welcome to another little episode of this podcast that we insist on bringing to you every single week.
Every week it's a new podcast. Every fucking week it's a new cacophony of us talking. It's a cacophony when you talk to me.
Oh god.
I'm awfully I can't think of any more than that.
Sorry everyone. Apologies.
Wow. I think, and I've thought this for a while, we should be a tag team rap battle 2-on-2 duo. They were big in 2000. Let me finish. They were big in 2006.
Oh
We're
my
talking
God.
World Rap Championship 2006 and 7. Thesaurus and Immaculate took home the gold for the U.S. both years, right?
Okay.
So, excuse me.
So I just think simply if we could do that.
If we could take down the champs, okay? Yeah. I don't think we're as good as Source and Ilmac back in the day. But maybe now? We could be as good as the runners-up for 2006, which was...
Oh my god.
The actual rapper's name was What's-His-Face? So I'm not just blanking. It's What's-His-Face and Possessed. That was it. Possessed and What's-His-Face coming from the UK.
How many, like, in megabytes do you think... How much rap battle info is in your head?
Gigs.
If we were looking at, like, if we were doing a kind of clean my Mac type
Oh, how much is taking up my hard drive space?
Yeah, like how much of your hard drive space is being wasted on rap battle factoids?
It's like 80%, and I could be a genius if I just didn't know that the battle between Ilmac and Swan, its Scribble actually changed the game, okay? See, he took comparisons.
If you'd simply forget some who held which title in which league in which year of the 2000s, perhaps maybe you'd learn to fucking read properly.
When Ilmac said against Swan, this cat is lame, look, I can rap the same, you look like insert an actor's name, he absolutely annihilated his whole style, and you knew at that point he was taking home the trophy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Franco versus No Can Do in the finals of Scribble is something worth reinventing.
That's
when
enough.
Source battled Psalm 1, a female battler, his opening line was Psalm 1, you look like a female version of Tom dipped in pond scum? Is that what it was? Okay, anyway. This is All the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
Do I need to be here? Should I leave you alone with yourself?
No,
and the rap battle factoids.
It's dangerous if you do. It's dangerous to me. It's dangerous to the listeners.
I need to be supervised.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, as they say.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Oh.
I'm sleepy. I'm sneepy.
Yes.
I'm creepy.
Well, I can see that.
And I am getting an interface later in the mail today that I'm pretty excited about. But other than that, that's what's keeping me going.
Right. Admittedly pretty distracted thinking about the interface.
It's what's keeping me going, yeah. It's going to it's going to tie the office together really well. But I am sleepy, and I've been stuttering a lot lately, and my brain has been tired. And it's just one of those anxious weeks, so apologies in advance. But I'm here. And my God, I love you just as much as the day I met you, Billy Blossom.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
As the day in 2014 when I entered you.
Don't say that.
When we locked eyes and there was Bob's Burgers.
You better beep out that word. That filthy word that you said.
Wasn't that bad.
Enter.
Yeah, it's great. It's magical.
One could say that I entered you.
No one can't say that.
Well,
Not 2014. No way.
Well, I entered your life. How about that?
Okay. Well, we can't.
I entered your heart.
Not in 2014. I don't think you did.
I entered your home at least.
You entered my home. Yeah,
that's
forcefully.
A fact.
Forcefully, you entered my home. You pestered me via Twitter DMs for 4 days until you entered my home. Yeah, that's true. You guilted me. You said I'm at the McDonald's parking lot. They're shutting soon.
Please,
They're going to turn off their Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Please let me in.
Please, I'm so far from home. May I enter yours? I really want to watch Bob's Burgers tonight. I said, fuck, fine.
Please, I want to watch Bob Burgers, and there's no internet at the farm I'm staying at.
Yeah. I come down to McDonald's to watch Bob's Burgers, but they're closing soon. So with them, the Wi-Fi goes too. We need to start the fucking episode.
Do we?
We could not, but I like the questions that we picked. We do have a start question, a fart question, and an art question. That is the trifecta for this show.
We're back to the classic.
Didn't quite explain the show. This is an advice podcast. This is an email reading podcast, really. It's a couples cast. It's a Buffy fan cast. It's a scat cast. How do you scat again? What does scatting sound like?
Just like that.
No, that just sounded like the intro to Doug.
Oh my god, it sounded exactly like the intro to Doug.
Like that.
Wow.
That's Doug.
It's just embedded in your head. Yeah, that surfaced something in me. How do you scat?
Yeah.
Well, how can one even begin to
just
define
make the
scat?
noise. We need to get to the questions.
It's a free form, vocal improvisation in the jazz genre. So what is scat?
I just forgot what it sounds like is all.
A skip it a ba ba. You've gone back to the
Doug thing. Yeah, I could feel that. Okay, we got 3 questions. We got 3 great questions on the show. We do have a start question, a fart question, and an art question. This is an email reading podcast where we do our darndest every week to answer your emails on the show.
Do our darndest to read your emails.
Yeah, we sometimes we do not. Sometimes we scat it up and we look, oh dear God, it's been an hour.
Do you want me to get to the first one?
Yeah, do it.
Let's get to our start question.
Give future Mitch something to edit.
Oh. This one is called Look at All These Pickles. And it goes. Hello to the dearest of pods. I found this massive jar of my favourite pickles, so I thought I'd share. God, I was so fucking excited. And then there's a big picture of a big thing of pickles. Are you going to put that in the video?
Yeah, we'll put it right here.
I mean, you can use your imagination. It's a big old jar of pickles. It looks great. It looks tasty. There is admittedly a box of cookies in the back that looks better, but
you're getting sidetracked, yeah.
I'll get back to the email. On another note, I've come across my own slightly inconvenient pickle which involves you, Mitch. Since listening to the podcast, I have not been able to listen to your music in the same way. When I listened as a lonely teen, it was like my own universe. Nobody knew about it. The lyrics were an escape, relatable, moody, beautiful. And now all I can think about is Spider-Man's ass, shit, and piss.
Understandable.
Is there any solution? Billy, how do you separate the disgusting, I will admit highly entertaining, shit you discuss from the delicate, beautiful, poetic art? Because I can't figure it out. Thank you, hopefully. Love, sent from my iPhone.
Also, love sent from my iPhone is funny. I'm not just going to gloss over the fact that it's a funny way to end this email. And then before I forget, the picture's gone now.
It's gone away.
It's gone. And you go to allthespaceinbetween.com to see that jar of pickles.
If you really want
with your own eyes. Though if you're listening to this episode late, you're just going to have to look up the episode. It's going to be in the episode description. I'm making this more complicated than it has to be.
You are.
Allthespaceinbetween.com. Go to a browser. Chrome or Safari. It weirdly doesn't work on Firefox. It will give you not quite a virus, but it is malware legally. It's legally defined as malware. It's malicious in its intent.
Is that what malware stands for?
I think it's malicious, yeah.
Malicious wares?
I think so. Let's look that up really quick.
Oh my God.
Just to really assure that we won't get to the last question.
Malware. Really make sure that we get on a tangent.
What does it stand for? And I don't mean politically. Malware is the collective name for a number of malicious software variants. Yeah, malicious malware.
God. Wow. I want No, I don't want some. No,
I thought it was just clothes you bought at the mall.
Oh, that's so stupid.
I thought it was just, clothes I bought at Spencer's.
Come on. That's so stupid.
At Spencer's Gifts. And maybe if I popped into a J.C. Penney, I can buy some mallware. Okay.
Mallware. That's so dumb.
This question. Was it a question? Oh, yeah. They can't listen to my music anymore.
Yeah. Because you're a horrible little man, and now all they can think about is, okay, all right. The way that they say this is Spider-Man's, with an apostrophe, Spider-Man's ass, which is an episode we have, comma, shit, and piss. It sounds like they're saying Spider-Man's ass, shit, and piss. Like the shit and piss also belong to Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man's ass, and then Spider-Man's shit, and then Spider-Man's piss.
Shit, and yeah, exactly.
No, we're not that dedicated of a podcast. We had one episode about Spider-Man's ass.
Listen.
It did go dummy viral, though.
One episode about Spider-Man's ass, and yes, it was the best performing episode we've ever done.
like 10
I think
times
still
more.
Thus far.
Yeah, it got like 10 times more listens than we usually get in a week.
We really hit in with the fans of the MCU.
You look at the chart, and it really it's like a roller coaster. That kills you at the end. It goes up and then down.
The roller coaster that kills you at the end. But we haven't yet talked about Spider-Man's shit or piss, so excuse you for even implying that we would.
But if there was an algorithm that was listening to how often we say Spider-Man, Zass, hole.
We're not sure if it was the Spider-Man or the ass that got the clicks. So
I think it was the two combined. People were like, I gotta see it.
Anyway, all they can think about is Spider-Man's ass, shit, and piss now when they listen to your admittedly beautiful music. Yeah. Is there a solution?
No, there's not.
Oh.
But when you met me initially, we're talking 2014.
Yeah.
You've entered my home.
I entered your home and your heart.
Yeah.
Okay,
2014 I think is a little soon. I didn't fall in love with you till like 3 weeks ago.
Did you tell yourself that?
But no, I was pretty into you in 2014. I was pretty torn apart at first, and we couldn't, be together, I guess. I can't believe we're talking about it on the show, but yeah, I texted you a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I DM'd you a lot saying, "Where are you?"
It's true.
What was I gonna say? When you met, or I should say, when you started talking to me, and I wasn't just some like person on Tumblr, we just like, Mitch is stupid.
Well, see, here's the thing. I wasn't first drawn to you because of your music anyway.
Oh,
famously,
yeah. You were like, I've never heard your music, but I think you're funny.
Yeah, famously, in my head, I think this is a famous story. I sent you a non that was like, I've never listened to your music. I just think you're really funny. And you were like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Go listen to my music.
Yeah, this was like, what, 2012, 2013 now?
Yeah.
We're talking way back. You sent me an anonymous message that says, like, I've never actually heard your music before, but I just think you're really funny and you're really blah, blah, blah. And my response, just really cold. I was just really cold to you, and I said...
You're like, what the fuck? Go listen to my music.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Go listen to my... Like, this is what I do. Like, I don't care if you think I'm funny. Like, go listen... I post links to it all of the time. Just click them.
To be fair, I did give it a listen after that, and I was like,
what'd you think?
It's alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't suck.
It's okay, yeah.
That's good.
No. So my first impression of you was, that you were funny. Like, that was the thing I was drawn to, and the reason I wanted to start talking to you anyway. So, like, nothing got ruined for me. I guess, if anything, the music kind of ruined the funniness. Right.
Sometimes I'm just like, I have to disappear for a few weeks to write a few songs, and then
I was like, this isn't very funny.
This is not funny. In fact, these songs are touching.
It's kind of a downer,
actually.
If anything.
Puts me in a mood.
I hit play and I was kind of expecting, like a
Weird Al
vibe. Yeah.
Like a parody of Gangsta's Paradise.
A Weird Al, or who's the guy who wrote, Don't Eat the Yellow Snow? That guy.
I don't know who you're talking about, but if we were talking more like a bloodhound gang of a project.
Wait, how's it go? Watch out where the husky go. Frank Zappa. There we go.
Oh, Frank Zappa?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was hoping for more of a Frank Zappa vibe.
Well, Frank Zappa is a brilliant artist. That's why actually one of Jordan's favorite men in the world is Zappa.
That's funny.
Was he funny?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Zappa. I know his facial hair. Yeah. He had funny facial hair.
He did. Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll have funny facial hair. Does that answer your question?
No.
Sorry you can't listen to my work anymore. Thanks for listening to the podcast or even attempting to listen to Flat Sound. My favorite comments I get from people actually are sometimes on my website or on Instagram or something. I'll post some new content. I'll post a new song. I got a new by this time next week we'll be talking about my newest single. Mm-hmm. And shortly after that, my new release. But there's always people who are commenting things like, I listened to your podcast so much, I forgot you were a talented little fucker.
Yeah, I forgot you were good at this.
I forgot you were like an actual like serious songwriter for your money that you make every month.
I forgot that you had a song in your soul and a beat in your heart.
Well, I have a song in my heart and a skip in my step, if that's what you're talking about.
That's what I meant. Yes.
I have a melody in my head.
Yeah, but I don't know. They said, Billy, how do you separate the disgusting shit you discuss from the delicate, beautiful, poetic art? I don't think I do really separate it.
No.
Everyone who I'm close with is equal parts very introspective and making good art and making really touching stuff about very serious topics, and then also just a shit post of a person. Mm-hmm. I'm not, I don't like being friends with artists who can't make fun of themselves or stuff like that, and I also but I also can't not be friends with artists because unfortunately, again, I have that song in my heart. So
of course,
yeah, I think both is good.
Both is good. The funniest thing that would happen during the Tumblr era for me was that somebody would discover my blog or start talking to me or something. I was very, very approachable then. Now I barely respond to my mother. But then I was just all day responding to messages and talking to people and stuff. But I was also just like in the infancy of my agoraphobia and just like not social in my actual life at all. And also not as busy as I am now. So I'm just talking and talking to people. And that's how I just felt better all day, right? And people would often hit me up and just be like, wow, you are like way more funny and easygoing and like happy than I expected you to, because people always think that an artist is they're just like in the perpetual state in that sort of a purgatory of the last song they listened to of that artist, and that doesn't make any sense. And also the artists that are pretending to be, get the fuck out of here. You're not interesting or cool to me if you're not funny. I have to be able to talk to you. Sure. Like, you can make good art and stuff, and that's fine. But I feel like the artists that are pretending like they're always there, instead of that just being a very, there's nothing more relatable to that. I want us all to be having fun and talking with each other, and not to just act so pretentious all the time. But then also use art as this cathartic thing to just really, that's really relatable to me. Mm-hmm. Use the art as a catharsis, and then be chill after that.
That's good.
In all the space in between.
Oh my God.
Which is actually why we called the podcast.
That's not why we called it.
It's about my art.
It's not about...
It's about flatsound.org. It is.
It's not.
You were way funnier than I thought you'd be.
I was?
Yeah.
What? Why didn't you think I was going to be funny?
I don't know. You were just too cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
This person didn't have to develop a personality. They're too cute.
They sucked and fucked their way to the top of Tumblr.com. I swear. They sucked, what's his name? Karp? David Karp?
Oh my God, yeah.
Is that who it was? Yeah.
God, you've pulled that out of the banks of your memory. Yeah.
Yeah,
David Karp.
That also takes up a large portion of my hard drive there. But it's not doing math or being able to read.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Just remembering the internet. Yeah.
Remembering things I saw online.
There's far too much of my memory this remembering the internet. There's another huge section, that's just dedicated to remembering the 90s that I can't seem to get rid of.
I'm always remembering the 90s.
Yeah, unfortunately.
One day I'll forget and I'll be free, but currently I do in fact remember the 90s.
Why didn't you think I was going to be funny?
I just didn't think you were going to be as funny as you were. Most people are like, even if people are funny, sometimes they're not my brand of funny, so it's hard for me to like talk to them.
Yeah.
But you were like cracking me up. Wow. You were just like really, really funny. And it wasn't like that like forced laughter because I thought you were cute either. I wasn't just, haha, oh my God, she said this meme I've heard 1,000 times. Wow, she's so hip. No, you were actually just saying stuff that was very on brand to what I thought was funny, and I was like, "Wow, oh my God!"
Do you remember any of it?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be funny now to just explain to you on the podcast.
The only thing I can remember saying to you back then was just sending you a message that just said, "It's a me, Billy-O."
Yeah, like instead of
and
Mario.
You finding that really, really funny.
Well, I like
so
all
admittedly,
Mario
I think the
jokes.
bar was pretty low.
I don't think that's a low bar at all. I think entering the chat saying "It's a me, Billy-O" is was pretty funny to me back then.
It's a strong move. Yeah,
because I was like, I love that little fucker Mario. Mario is his name.
Mario St. Mario. Okay. Should we read the next question?
We gotta.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You have to.
Thank you to this reader for thinking that oh wait, they didn't actually say that I thought I was funny. Mostly just entertaining. They said they thought that I was gross, but thank you for listening to Flat Town for as long as you did, and thank you for listening to the podcast now.
Yeah.
But I don't need you. Have you seen my fucking Spotify plays lately? 600K monthly listeners, dude.
That's crazy.
It's really great.
Yeah.
It's been really, really great on there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they don't start listening to my podcast. Turn them off from it too.
Unfortunately, podcasts on Spotify do not get paid anything per stream yet.
They do not. Mm-mm.
So, yeah.
not good. We have a email here sitting in front of me, and it's titled, "Apologies for Enabling a Shit Podcast." We've been complaining that we haven't had not even complaining, just kind of pointing out.
Just noticing,
noting the fact that we haven't had a shit-themed podcast in a while. We used to be all about shit and piss all the time. And apparently this one's going to enable it.
Okay.
And it goes, "Too long didn't read. One of my housemates had such a terrible shit that upon seeing it, my other housemate threw up."
Oh, great. Strong start.
Okay, let's get to this. So I live with two guys. Housemate 1 has the master bedroom with his own bathroom. Me and housemate 2 share a bathroom. So H2 goes into H1's mirror normally goes, this is already so confusing. So H2 goes in and uses H1's mirror normally to get ready for work. Today, H2 walked into H1's bathroom and immediately walked back out and told me to go look in the bathroom. Curiosity killed the cat, as one may say. I stepped in it. I stepped in it. I can't believe it. I stopped after opening the bathroom door because it smelled terrible, and I could hear H1, and I could tell... I'm so bad at this. And I could tell H1 did not flush. So me and R2, hold on.
R2.
Did they switch?
They started off saying H1 and H2, and now they're saying R2.
Does that mean roommate, probably?
They changed from housemate to roommate.
Okay, this is terrible. I'm reading it bad. They're typing it bad.
They're typing it horrible.
I'm reading it even worse. Okay. So far what's happened is that someone made a shit, and it smells horrible, and they're just trying to show the reader about it. Okay. So I'm just going to start saying roommate, okay?
Yeah.
So me and roommate 2 decided we had to open his windows, etc. to get rid of the smell. And roommate 2 flushed the toilet and immediately walked into our bathroom, knelt down, and started to vomit. P.S. I had to Google how to spell terrible. Autocorrect couldn't even recognize how I thought it was. Terrible. T-E-R-A-B-E-L. And a little frowny face.
That's so cute.
Much love to you both. This person's name, we know exactly who they are. They are a precious, dear a supporter, friend, and a user of both of our Discord servers. And then they say, may I offer a car pic? I think they meant cat pic, because that's what's at the bottom here.
Because there's a pic of a cat
They
and
said
not a car.
pic. Also, thank you both for your Discords. There's so many people in them that I just absolutely spelt wrong. Love. And I honestly can't imagine not knowing them. Insert Patreon plug, maybe. And then the picture of the cat right here, which I'm going to put there. You go to allspaceinbetween.com to see it, or just view the YouTube video. This is funny. What a mess of an email.
Yeah, you're fucking lucky that you inserted this magnificent car pic, because otherwise, this is really the only redeeming feature.
I've never seen a car like this, but
no,
you drive.
I'd love to take a ride in it.
Yeah, I'd love to change its oil and rotate its tires. That's where you take its little paws and just kind of twist them around.
Give them a little massage.
Oh, I love giving little cat massages. Okay, gonna get rid of this now. Ow, right in my ear.
Ooh.
Ah. Blood coming from my running down my jawline. Jesus.
We don't need two of us bleeding from different places on our heads.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about your the weird Victorian illness you contracted over the past 3 days?
I will briefly say that if I sound particularly husky, particularly sexy,
I was going to say, I wouldn't say sexy. I was going to say you do sound horse, of course, you're horse.
Yeah, like a sexy horse. Yeah.
Oh, like I wasn't imagining a sexy horse. We're not imagining a hot little horse.
No, I'm kind of imagining My Little Pony.
Well, not even that. It's a stallion is what I'm picturing when I close my eyes. It's a fucking steed, dude.
Shut up.
You're a bit hoarse.
I'm a bit hoarse. I've got a sore throat. And I have been admittedly coughing up blood like a tragic heroine in a Victorian novel. Yeah.
You do have a little handkerchief that you carry with you. You cough into it, and then you sort of wave it at ships as they leave the dock. You know, to your lover.
My bloodied handkerchief.
Yeah. Someone you don't think you'll see again.
That's what I should have done to you before, as I left in the Uber to not see you for a whole year, which we didn't know at the time, I guess.
Oh, you should have just waved a little handkerchief?
If I'd known it would have been a year, I would have waved a handkerchief.
Well, you were the one departing. I should have waved the handkerchief.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah, I didn't know you'd be gone for a year. I regret ignoring you that last day. I thought you'd be gone like a month, maybe. I was cold to you. I was busy with work. I was distracted. And then you're like, my Uber's here. And I texted you. I say, I'm kind of in the bathroom right now. Please lock up when you leave.
See you later.
Yeah. Text me when, I guess just if you need anything. If you have any questions. Send me an email.
Regards.
Mitchell. Okay,
Regards, Mitchell.
I took the cat pick away, right? Oh, right. No,
you did.
Fucked up my eardrum, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what this is about. Right, okay, so recap.
Recap of this most chaotic
2 roommates.
Email. Yes.
One of them has the master, has a bathroom in it. This reader and roommate number 2 share the just the normal bathroom in the house, but they use the mirror in roommate 1's master. And during that time, there was a particularly stank little shit in there. Yeah. So bad that roommate 2 actually fucking vomited.
You know what the detail that really stands out to me, though?
What?
Is that they walked over, they flushed the toilet, they saw the other person's shit, they flushed it, and then they walked out of that bathroom into the other bathroom, their original bathroom, and vomited in there.
Yeah.
You were already stood over a toilet.
Yeah, one with a terrible, awful shit in it. I wouldn't want to vomit in that one. I totally agree with this person.
It was flushed by then.
Dude, if it was sitting in there for a while and you flush it, I'm not putting my head anywhere near that. It still smells.
The ghost of it.
Totally. Imagine a shit so gross that that after seeing it, you have to vomit in that toilet, like on it, basically. So
Don't
you're just
say that. No.
you're just over it going, and then inhaling, going.
I'm gonna be sick. Stop.
With every new inhale, you have to puke more because you're getting it kind of, in your lung. Well, that's what you want to happen. T-shirt. That's what you want to happen.
No, that's not what I want to happen.
I'm saying I totally agree with this person who was like, I have to make it to another bathroom.
No, I'm just saying get rid of the shit first and then vomit.
They did. They flushed it and then left. That's exactly what they did. They got rid of the shit first and then vomited. They got rid of it. They flushed it. Yeah, they calmly walked to the other bathroom.
But
they
why
had
did they walk
themselves
to the other bathroom?
Because oh my God, because I would never want to puke in that toilet knowing there was shit in it 5 seconds ago. I'm telling you, it would still smell. If it was so bad that it made them vomit, I guarantee it still fucking smells 5 seconds after. I can't believe we're having this discussion. You would vomit in that toilet?
If I needed to vomit so badly, then I think
if I thought there was if I thought there was a chance that I could make it to the other bathroom, I would have absolutely done that. I would have also puked in the sink.
Yeah, the sink seems fine. Bath. No, not a bath.
Probably not a bath. Yeah.
Too messy.
You're such a prick if you go to someone's house and puke in the bath. The place where people shower. Sorry, man, I had to puke. Or yarf right in their fucking freezer. What the fuck? No way. Toilet is the best place to puke at someone's house. Sink right after that. Outside is a great place.
Okay. Yeah, I think it depends, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Outside is a great place. Just in general.
Yeah. Just to be out there. Letting the sun kiss your skin. Sorry, I'm thinking about other stuff right now.
Sorry, I'm missing the outdoors, I guess.
I'm missing it. I had a great weekend.
Yeah. Plant pot? Thoughts on that?
Oh, a what?
A plant pot.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. A plant what?
Pot.
Oh, a plant pot.
Yeah.
Like puking in one?
Yeah.
Is
that better or worse than refrigerator?
Much better than the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's so much better than the refrigerator. Plant pot is fine, but it's still a little mean because at least outside in general, backyard or something, you just hose it or just leave it.
Yeah.
Just assume like a possum will come eat it or something. But like
whatever happens in nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All I know is that sometimes you do some stuff outside, next day it's just gone,
Fair enough. I don't ask questions.
Mother Nature has this one. Plant pot bad.
Yeah.
Outside good. Toilet best. Sink kind of bad too.
Sink kind of bad. Yeah. All right. Here's my thing. Here's my thing about seeing the shit in one toilet and going and puking in another. I feel like both bathrooms are sullied now. I feel like one was already gross. You should have kept all the gross stuff in that one. That's what I feel like. Because now you've got one that still smells like shit, and then now one that smells like vomit. So where you go?
How stinky is your vomit?
No one's vomit smells good.
Well, I know, but it doesn't like smell up a whole fucking section of a house like shit. Like you don't walk into a house and just be like, someone puked. In the bathroom.
Only because people don't puke as often as they shit. I can't believe I'm saying this sentence.
No, I don't think vomit is nearly as gross as shit when it comes to just being in a toilet.
You're wrong.
You think that a shit so bad that it completely sullies a toilet. That a shit so bad that it makes you vomit. It makes someone else vomit. Is as gross as vomit.
If it's someone else's vomit, yeah.
If someone told me, hey man, sorry, I puked in your bathroom, I'd be like, no big deal.
But if someone says, I shat in your bathroom, you're like, get out.
If someone's like, I shat in your bathroom and it's so bad it's going to make you want to puke. And it stinks like crazy, you can't even go near it, that we have to like write into a podcast about it, a shit so bad we have to write into a podcast about it, I'd be like, that sucks to me. That's not good to me. That's actually quite bad. Billy's holding her chest. She's laughing so hard. She's laughing like a mother.
I don't want to laugh too hard because of my throat.
Yeah, there's actually blood trickling down your mouth to your chin.
Yeah, but I am clutching my chest as I'm laughing. It's true, to kind of calm myself.
Yeah, know? Dude. No, I think that I would like the Discord to talk about this. Maybe we can have a nice open discussion about shit and vomit.
All right,
but
cool.
In the podcast channel, please.
Okay.
I'd like to know where you stand on this because I don't think that puking in the other bathroom sullies it. And also, I think that given how bad that shit was, that it made someone puke, there's nothing I would rather puke on the floor or in my own t-shirt than have to put my head in the bowl.
You don't have to put your head in the bowl. Are you putting your head in the bowl?
It's right up close to it. It's right up close to it. I'm gripping the toilet seat when I'm puking.
Why are you holding the toilet?
I'm doing a keg stand on the toilet seat. Isn't that how you puke? You gotta let it run down.
Dipping his fucking head in there.
Well, you have to understand. I have GERD. My little esophagus. Thing
it's very loose.
It's super loose, right?
Yeah.
So all I have to do is be held upside down and my stomach empties itself.
Oh, that gullet is wide open.
Yeah, that gullet is just huge. Size of a fucking tall boy. And all of my lunch comes out like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All of your Amy's bowl. Yeah.
Make me hungry again.
He's thinking about the Amy's bowl.
Yeah. If I just did a handstand on the toilet right now, I could have another.
No.
Yeah, I gotta say I disagree with you on this one. I wouldn't have puked in the same toilet. I totally understand that, and I don't think that puking in the other toilet sullied it at all.
Did we talk about I don't remember if we talked about this on the podcast, or if we talked about it in private, or if I just thought about it myself in private.
That's about us breaking up.
So, just something I've been considering.
Something really just like toxic, yeah. But like, you remember that one mean thing you said like 6 months ago? Like, I guess. Are we okay?
I'm not over it. Yeah. No. Okay. We've talked about differences between American and European toilets before.
Totally.
Right?
Yes. A ton, actually.
Yeah. American, much wider basin but smaller hole. A lot more water surface area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. When you're sick in an American toilet,
it all just goes in the water.
And I saw an American saying that when you're sick in an American toilet, you get a lot of splashback because the water's right at the top.
Sometimes you do, yes.
That's never happened to me.
But we're not going to turn this into an episode about UK toilets, but like, I don't understand. I've seen some terrifying pictures of these fucking toilets, and there's almost like this sort of a plateau area with no water on it.
No, there isn't. You're thinking of German ones.
German toilets is what I'm thinking of, right?
They've got a weird shelf.
That's odd.
Yeah.
That little shelf there.
That is weird.
Am I just shitting and puking on that?
Yeah, I don't know what that's for.
That just holds the shit? What the fuck is that?
I don't enjoy
it's supposed to go in the water.
Yeah.
But yes, sometimes, you're right. Sometimes when you're puking in toilets, you have your hands gripped on either side of it, kind of fingers underneath the toilet seat, if you can imagine it, gripping it on either side. And you're just screaming into this thing. You're scream puking into this thing with your nose touching the water.
Oh my god.
Yes, sometimes it hits your tongue. No, I've puked in toilets before and had a little bit of splashback because it's like water and then you puke right into it and it kind of has that blunk.
There's too much water surface area. So maybe I'm like, no, I'm like, well, I'd just throw up into that toilet because I'm imagining it would be fine. But I don't know.
Well, no. First of all, I'm not saying I wouldn't puke into it just because of the splashback. I'm doing it mostly because of what was just in there and the smell. It's filling up the room. I don't want my open mouth puking into that room. And then having to inhale and all it coming out my nose and stuff like, just adding to.
But what if you're the third person in the house, or the person who wrote in?
The wrote in.
Our dear listener. And then you have to choose between the bathroom that one housemate shat in and the other one puked in. You're like, where am I going to do my makeup?
Okay, how about this? We already know the person is going to come forward because we're going to be talking about it in the Discord later.
Yeah.
So let's just say who it is, right?
Okay.
It's Burb.
Yes.
It is Moonburb.
Okay.
We have to know what they think being the person that wrote in. Do they think that it's... Okay, do they think that going to the other bathroom to puke was the move? Or are they just like, oh, I can't believe they puked in the good bathroom when one was already sullied?
Yeah. I'm saying contain it to one room. That's my take.
I'm not saying contain it to one room. Also, I'd be pissed if I was housemate 1 and be like, you what? Sorry, I forgot to flush in my fucking bathroom. Jesus Christ. Why did you guys make a whole spectacle? Why did you bring someone else in to show them my shit? And also, why did you vomit here? Like, I pay more rent. And it's not to deal with stupid shit like this. If Burb picks your side, I'm going to be fully convinced it's because Burb likes you.
Well, as they should.
You are a great person to look up to.
Yeah.
And you're hot.
I've got a stylish haircut.
You've got a stylish haircut, yes. So,
yeah.
But I'm thinking, I just have a feeling that hopefully the Discord pulls through here. I don't think that you're right here. I don't think it's the popular opinion, but I do think it's the correct opinion. Sometimes that's very righteous of you.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make a stand. Okay.
That's very cool of you, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I changed my answer. I want to be a part of the downtrodden.
Yeah, I want to be in the minority.
Yeah, fuck
the
yeah.
Outspoken
it's
minority.
Us against them. Fuck it. We got to get to the last question. How much time did we just waste there?
Jesus, too much.
Yeah, we got about an hour episode though. We're about 40-some minutes in. You're reading the last one, right?
Oh yeah, I am. Okay.
Oh, hey, let's get these out of the way, though. This is actually a good opportunity to do a little Patreon plug. If you want to be a part of either of our Discords or both of them, we both have Patreons that give instant access to our Discords. And mine is patreon.com/flatsound. Sign up to any tier if you would like to just be a part of the Discord for $1 a project, not even a month, but a project, up to $8 a project, and you will receive a physical newsletter in the mail periodically, and that's the only time you will ever get charged for that. I think it's a pretty darn good deal. I just sent out ones recently. They were just so hard to send out. Everything went wrong, but I still got them all out, and it was really cool. Just make sure that you pick a tier. Pick a tier. Don't just say I wanna pledge $2 and then you're not a part of a tier. You got to pick a tier to have instant access to the Discord. We really hope that we see you in there soon. And then Billy's Patreon, patreon.com/BLSSM. You want to talk a little bit about what you do there?
God, too much. Some would say. I do charge per project also, like you do, but unfortunately, I insist on doing projects. Quite a lot.
You're consistent.
Most months.
That's good considering people actually get stuff.
They do, yes, because my whole thing is zines. I put out zines. You can sign up to just the lowest tier is you just see some photos and you get to join the Discord where we talk about astrology and film stuff and blah blah blah. We hang out in there. You can sign up to the digital tier where you just get the PDF of the zine, or you can sign up to actually get it physically sent to you in the mail, printed out and bound by me and signed with a loving kiss. It's not. I don't kiss them. Well, I kiss some of them, but only the ones for my favorite patrons. Only the ones on the secret extra high tier.
The triple X tier where you get a kiss.
You get a little lipstick kiss on your zine. No, but yeah, I do them pretty regularly. I'm sending one out like next week. It's being sent to printers tomorrow. And also cool news, I passed $1,000 on my Patreon.
Get a fucking round of applause for that. You are gonna start making more money than me on Patreon. I could feel it.
Though, looking at it right now, it says that I didn't. But trust me, I didn't.
You just charged. It's
because I just charged and the pledges haven't gone through yet. But
that's how
in
Patreon
a few
always
days,
goes.
It'll be back up there.
It goes down a little bit every time you charge, and it's like that to sort of humble you, I think.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't charge for like 6 months. I go, okay, let's charge, and it just like it was off by like $400. It was just like my pledge just went down by like $400, and I was like, oh no.
Oh Jesus, the estimation was not great.
The estimation wasn't good, and a lot of people kind of canceled their thing because I'm not very active on here. Totally fair though, absolutely fair. You though are extremely active, and the stuff that you do, it's really really great. Hand bound zines and the thread and the sewing that you do and the little stamps and then the actual zines themselves, the photography in them and how they're printed and how much love and care you put into them, as well as the writing, I think is really really great.
Oh my god, you're being so complimentary right now.
Patreon.com/BLSSM to check out Billy's Patreon and be a part of Billy's Discord. But
thank you.
Patreon.com/flatsound to join mine. Also, I should mention that when the new single drops, which is in some days, it's just in a couple of days now, when the new single drops, that is when I will be putting up the early album stream for people on the $5 tier and up. So if you want to hear the new EP before anybody else, it'll be on my website under behind a password protected page. Early album stream. You'll get it weeks before it hits Spotify. Familiarize yourself with the EP. Get to see the artwork, all of that stuff.
That's really cool.
Very, very cool.
That's very, very cool. Yeah, I love it.
So, boom, plugs out of the way.
Good. Very good stuff. Okay, reading the question?
Yes.
All right, this is our last one for this episode, and it's called My Friend Thinks He Owns My Music. And it goes, it's written in a beautiful serif font too. Hi, BM. So, okay, you pointed out earlier that stands for bowel movement. Now I'm thinking about it.
BM.
Yeah, so I don't like that those are our initials now, but it is what it is.
At least I said your name first, huh? How about that? That's kind of a rare treat for you, huh? My little BM.
Okay, hi BM. So, I took a really big leap recently and released some songs I've been working on Bandcamp. It's the first time I've ever released anything or widely shared my music. I'm pretty happy with everything except for this one small part. The thing is, originally I was going to only release the demos. I sent them to my friend to get some advice. He encouraged me to write and re-record them and even offered to let me use his place to record since he has a lot of digital recording equipment and even a sound-treated room. At the time, I felt like this was really valuable advice and decided to re-record everything and not just release 4-track demos that I felt could be better. I went to his place one time and we recorded half a song. It was fun to share our common interest in music like that, but I also felt like it was nothing I couldn't do myself. Afterward, I went out and bought an audio interface so that I could do the same type of recording at home and ended up finishing 5 songs on my own, including the one that we had partially recorded together. I was feeling good about things, so rather than just keep sitting on them, I decided to release the songs. I shared the link with my friend and told him that I was carpe DMing it. I kind of thought that he might be excited to hear after being so close to my own process, but what he did was respond, "But we're still gonna mix it, right?" We? I'm kind of confused as to how I got to this point where my friend thinks he has some sort of stake in my music. It would be one thing to me if he had helped me write words or melodies or was in a band with me, but he's not. It's just me, and all he did was offer to let me record in his room. I think it was a nice thing to do, but ultimately I did not end up using the recordings from that day, and I already mixed it myself, and now he wants me to let him mix the EP that I already released? How do I tell my friend to kindly leave my project alone and maybe, I don't know, work on his own stuff? Thanks, me again.
I like this email.
Yeah, I imagined you would like
It's a good art question. You know what? They mentioned an interface. I'm getting an interface, as I mentioned in the mail. I'm getting an interface
today.
It's exciting to get a new interface.
Yeah.
I haven't bought one in some years. I've had a handful, and now I'm a nicer one, a bigger one. It's going to fit perfectly right here. It's going to fit perfectly in this little area next to my desk. Ooh, it's going to be so nice right there under it. Ugh, God, it's going to be so good. And then all of these things are going to be like permanently plugged into it, so at any point I don't have to like unplug and replug stuff all the time. Whew, that's going to be great.
Very exciting.
This is a small detail that a lot of people are going to find boring, but just a thing that I've picked up on this email. I like it. I do like it because they had mentioned like writing some songs. They were just some demos on a 4-track. And then going to a friend's house, and they had more recording equipment than them and a sound-treated room and all that stuff, so that they worked with them, and it was all cool, and they had a good time. But then they were like, you know what, this is nothing I couldn't do myself. So they ran out, bought an interface themselves, started to re-record their songs themselves, mix them all by themselves, put them up. That is such a natural and good kind of a progression of songwriting.
I really like that.
To start with a 4-track, cut some demos, work with a friend, go to someone else's studio, and think, you know what, I could do this myself, get an interface, start home recording, mix it all yourself, learn all that stuff.
Yeah, sounds really good.
I love that. And you have the ambition of someone who like can make songs, you know, because a lot of people will start from nothing and they'll come to you and they say, what's the best interface I can get?
Yeah.
But you're not there yet. You know, you haven't done the demos yet. You haven't learned the 4-track yet. You know, not everyone learns a 4-track anymore. No one wants to do that. No one wants, but if your goal is songwriting, you work with whatever you have in front of you. And this progression, I relate to it a lot. And I think it's just really cool personally. So that's why I liked this email.
It's got just the tone of just having a very good attitude about learning things and progressing and stuff. Yeah.
And about like releasing your own stuff. But now they're in this awkward predicament where their friend wants to be like much more a part of it than they intended and that they want them to be. And this is awkward. Absolutely, it's awkward. I've recorded people at my own house all the time, and you know, like it's always friends.
Yeah,
it's always friends. When David lived next door, I would cut songs for him all the time, or other people from next door. You know, and we would just record together. We do all this stuff, and I'd give them the recordings, and I would do my best to either just have fun with them or to teach them. But I was mostly doing it for my own practice, right? And that I love doing it, and they were my friends.
Yeah.
And they were talented too, so it was cool. But I would imagine if they like put it up online after I gave them the track, or gave them the recordings, or did anything like that, or even just did anything involving their own music after that. And I was like, whoa, we hadn't polished this up together yet. I hadn't touched this yet. You shouldn't put it up yet.
Because here's the thing. They didn't even use the recording that they recorded in their friend's space.
You essentially just hung out with a friend and did music stuff, and now they think they're your producer or something.
Yeah, what I mean, like they want to be like what's the Phineas to your Billie Eilish?
Oh yeah.
Look at me with the hip references.
Yeah, look at that. People are gonna go, oh, I understand that one.
I get that one. This is a really bizarre take.
It is bizarre, but I know people like this. I definitely know people like this. Oh, come on.
You?
Growing up in music and like everyone's doing their own thing and everybody wants to be a part of it in different ways. And some people want to be a part of it in ways where they're just like, I'm not going to say that this person is, give me 1 second. I'm not going to say that this person is like riding your coattails or anything like that. Because I don't think they quite are. They just need to separate themselves from something that you want to do all by yourself.
Yeah.
I've recorded with friends. I've recorded like with friends that went on to like start really great bands and were signed to labels and did a bunch of stuff like that and toured the world. But when we hung out and we recorded together, we were just helping each other with songs. That was it.
Yeah.
Play drums for me. Do this thing for me. Do this. You know, this was also years and years and years ago. If I did it now, I'd probably pay them a little bit because I have money now. But like, when you're starting out and you go from a 4-track to hanging out with somebody, you're just hanging out, right? You're just hanging out with a friend.
Yeah.
That should be very clear.
It also just seems strange to just be like, you know, you've already put it up on Bandcamp. You know, you've chosen a cover and you've been like, here it is, everyone. You've shared it online and whatever. And he's just like, but we're gonna mix it. And it's like, it's already online, my guy.
Right.
No.
It's online. It's done.
Like,
I haven't polished it up yet. I didn't touch these tracks.
Yeah,
they're not your tracks.
To?
Yeah, they're not your songs. There you go. Also, isn't it a little bit offensive that this person hears what you did and said, I'd like to mix these now? Come on.
Yeah.
Whether or not they sound good or not, if they sounded good enough to you, that's where you are at this point in music, to where it's good enough. The next shit you write will be mixed. I mean, whether it's better or worse, it's completely up to you. It's to your ear. because they're your songs. If you wanted to work with somebody like that, you could, but considering you're not looking for that, it's very awkward. I would never assume my place in someone else's life like that.
No, especially if like I think this is like it's not even like a band project. It's just a solo project, you know. So it's not like there's like big collab, you know, they're collaborating with like a ton of people and it's all like a big group effort. It's like it's literally just you doing a solo thing. So like it seems like a bit of a weird assumption that, you know, your friend would just be like, well, where's my stake in it? It's like, where's anyone's stake in it? It's my solo thing.
You don't have a stake in this. Yeah.
So do you have any advice for how they should say that to their friend?
I would just like really hope that they get the message when you're like, because hopefully you can just respond to them and just say, no, you know what? I recorded these myself. I bought my own interface. I'm happy with how they sound. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. And hopefully they won't be respected. Yeah. They won't push it any further than that. Maybe they're a little weird and they'll think, what the fuck? No, I can mix these better, or we can do this, or I thought we were working on this together. And then you can have an awkward conversation with them after and say, well, we're not. This is my project, and I want to get into home recording.
Yeah, just kind of be like, I'd really like to learn how to do it by myself. I feel like that would be more helpful.
Well, I could teach you. You know, come to my place. No, I have a sound treated room.
Oh, Jesus.
Absolutely, I can teach you. Come on. When I had like David over and we were doing tracks together and stuff. Mm-hmm. Imagine if I just like got upset that while David was home or after he moved or something, he put out a song. And I was like, the fuck? I had nothing to do with this. What? We didn't make this beat together.
Like, yeah.
I did it
sorry.
myself. It's my project.
Yes, obviously.
I helped when I helped, and then I didn't when I didn't.
And now this is a totally different thing.
These are new songs. Mm-hmm. Totally
Especially,
new songs.
Again, you recorded half of one. It's not like you recorded the whole EP, and then you went off by yourself and were like, I'm going to re-record the whole EP. You did half a song. And then you know, like,
right.
This seems like it shouldn't be I don't know.
When I read the email originally, I thought it was, or actually when I saw the title and how it started out, I assumed it was going to go something like this. You made some songs, you wrote some songs, you had some demos. Your friend was like, hey, you should like re-record these sometime at my place. And you were like, that's great, cool. And you re-record the whole shit. You re-record every song, it's produced, and he like is actually like a producer on it. You know, he's just like, oh, I'll add this instrument you can't play. I'll do this. I'll mix it like this. I'll do these things that you can't do yourself from home. And then the songs come out and he wants like half or something, you know? I thought it was going to be one of those, you know, types of, because then that would be a little more complicated. Well, you did release those things, and also he did work on them, but you guys hung out one time, did half of one song. You were hanging out. That's it. Boom. It's done. Yeah. These recordings, and when you hung out, you specifically had that feeling that said, this is great and this is fun, but it's nothing I can't do myself. Yeah. That's a great feeling.
It is. It's feeling like, oh, okay. Well, I thought this person really had their shit together, but it turns out I could also have my shit together.
Yeah, I mean, like, they might.
So maybe I'll try that.
You know, they might completely have their shit together, but yeah, you could also have that. Or, you know, it's just a fact that like home recording, it's not that it's not hard, and the intricacies of it they're vast and they go on forever. But when it comes to just like writing a good song, it doesn't matter if the song is good or bad. Wait, I got that backwards. It does matter if the song's good or bad. It doesn't matter if the recording of the song is good or bad. 4-track, tape machine, tape deck. If the song is great, the song is great.
Yeah.
So home recording goes from recording stuff into your cell phone. It goes recording stuff into GarageBand on your phone. It goes from tape decks that you bought at thrift stores, and it goes all the way up to these things that you know have the same equipment as professional studios. They just happen to be in someone's home. Yeah. And any space that you fall in there is appropriate for you if you're utilizing it correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really the thing that I really liked about this, is they're just like, I'm using whatever I can figure out in front of me. That's a very good thing to be able to do. But yeah, I don't know. I think bottom line, you're being very reasonable. I think you should just be like, oh, I kind of wanted to just teach myself after you showed me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But it was actually so interesting that I thought, I want to do it alone.
Say, but you're stealing my thing. This is my thing. I'm into home recording. Like the only one I know who's into this.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, not a whole lot of advice to give other than that's awkward, but we think you're in the right. And you might just, I would just hint it at him, right? I would just hint.
Yeah.
And just be like, you know what? I like how it sounds. And I've been doing the recordings myself. I'd love to hang out again sometime, but just to like talk shop. And if they become pushy, just be like, you're weird, and stop talking to them. Stop being weird.
You simply have to get better at home recording. Sound treat your own room. Sound treat your whole house.
It would be so funny if you just like started watching like YouTube videos and become like so invested and so good at home recording that you absolutely like trump his setup. Oh no, I don't need it. He like doesn't see you for 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I just been really busy building this. Boom. It's just a home studio setup that he wouldn't believe. But just slightly better than his.
It's a lot better. It's got like the glass separation.
It's got
between the booth
bass
and the
traps in
bit.
the corners. Yeah. It's got one of those things on the ceiling that captures everything. Monitors are a perfect 1 foot from the wall. Yeah, they're nice Yamahas. Yeah, absolutely, they're fucking H8s or whatever.
All the electronics have been sound treated and grounded properly.
Absolutely. You actually built a booth, like a permanent booth. You like shouldn't have done it because you rent, but you're like, fuck it, I'll do it anyway.
Fuck it, I'm losing the deposit on this.
The
baby.
subwoofer alone will make you come.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Thank you so much for listening to another little episode. I liked being back to our usual formula. I'll start question, follow question, art question.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It feels right. It feels natural.
Feels comfortable. I love it. If you would like to send us a question that falls into any one of those 3 categories or another category that we have not yet covered, please feel free. We read all of our emails every single week. We love to read through them all. You can shoot us an email at
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com, and keep in mind that this episode, every single question that we answered was from the last week. We really love to pick them fresh. So if you have a conundrum, send it now. We might respond to it for the next episode. It's not to say we don't go back, but we don't go back very far. Let's just say that. We very rarely go back like even just like a month or two. They have to be like fresh within the last couple weeks, but almost every single time we answer questions that we just got that previous week. We're picking from that. We like them fresh. We like a fresh little pickle. But more importantly than that, if you did enjoy the show and you would like to tell your friends about the show, we would vastly just we would appreciate that more than anything, because you know that we're dog shit at promoting our own podcast, and yet we still have consistent listeners and people who support us, and we love each and every one of you, but we want that to grow. We want this little pickle family to get bigger. We're at over 100 episodes. So if you would like to help the podcast grow, please tell people about the show. You can just tell them to search All the Space in Between wherever podcasts are found, or send them to our very convenient website that hosts every single one of our episodes. Our website is
allthespaceinbetween.com,
and
baby.
That will also have the links to all of our where you can listen to that episode.
All of everything that you could possibly
Spotify
need.
and the Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. That's on the little link thing, right?
Yeah.
If you want an RSS feed, we have that as a link.
If you are still using an RSS feed in the year 2021, I've got massive respect for you.
Then you need to message me immediately, because you are of an age where we should be friends.
And that's, if you even know what that is.
That's very, very cool of you.
Yes.
I loved recording this episode.
Oh, wow.
I'm revitalized. I drank this like whole thing of water while I was doing it.
Amazing.
Little
oh, yeah.
ASMR for the end of
a little Evian. He's drinking his fancy French water.
I am. I had to buy it because the delivery kind of is a few days away, and I ran out of water, so.
Oh, okay. I'll take a sip, too.
There we go. New episodes every Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.